On this week's Goal Show, Barcelona's presidents on the fight facing stricken head coach Tito Vilanova. It's Heskey versus Del Piero in the A-League. The Suzuki Cup final takes centre stage in Southeast Asia. And Anderlecht bid to make it 9 in a row ahead of the winter break in Belgium. As it's Christmas, we thought we'd start this festive edition of the programme here in Rovaniemi in Lapland. The city in northern Finland recognised as the home of Santa Claus. And these are his elves, taking time out to join in training with FC Santa Claus.
It was founded in '92 with two clubs from Rovaniemi, two old clubs, and we started playing in second division, which is third highest level in Finland. Since then, we have been playing with FC Santa Claus name in mostly in the third highest level.
And Santa Claus himself is a regular at games involving the team that bears his name.
Santa is fan of all sports, and of course he follows the FC Santa Claus closely when he has times. And sometimes it's good time for Santa Claus to watch our games also.
4 inches of snow doesn't stop the team from enjoying a light-hearted training session. The league season here begins in February and runs until October. Away from the pitch, the players of FC Santa Claus are involved in the opening of thousands of letters sent to Rovaniemi before Christmas.
My name is Jukka Markkanen and I'm the midfielder. And this is the main post office of Santa Claus, and I came here to read the letters from the kids all over the world, and that's something nice to do once in a while when not playing football.
Once their work here is done, though, attention will turn to the new season. FC Santa Claus finished third from bottom in the last campaign. Perhaps they need some work on that famous Christmas tree formation.
There was Christmas cheer for the families of those who died in the Hillsborough disaster last week, as the High Court in London quashed the original inquest verdicts returned on 96 Liverpool football fans who lost their lives as a result of the 1989 disaster. A new inquest was ordered by the Lord Chief Justice. Barcelona dominated the headlines, first with news of a new contract for Lionel Messi. The 25-year-old agreed a new deal to tie him to the club until 2018 after his record-breaking 90-goal year. That was followed by the news that Barca's coach Tito Vilanova was set for cancer treatment. The 44-year-old has started 6 weeks of chemotherapy after an operation last week following a relapse of the illness.
The first and most important thing for the club is Tito and his recovery. Everything else is secondary. We try to look as normal as possible, but not completely normal. Our coach is Tito, who leads the group and won't be here for a few weeks. We will wait and try to move on.
And on Friday, Barca were drawn against Milan in the last 16 of the UEFA Champions League. Their rivals Real Madrid will be up against Manchester United in February, while Bayern take on Arsenal.
We've had some really tough and great games against German sides in the last couple of seasons in the Champions League, and have no doubt the Bayern game is going to be just the same. We've got German experience in the squad. Lukas Podolski played for Bayern for 3 seasons, so hopefully he can give us some inside knowledge. And, you know, I know the team will be out there going for it. We were at home in the first leg, so if we can get some kind of cushion, who knows, let's hope we can progress to the last 8.
Arsenal were given a boost with the news that 5 key players had agreed new contracts. Jack Wilshere, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Aaron Ramsey, Kieran Gibbs and Carl Jenkinson all committed their long-term futures to the London club.
It is important that we keep the same players together, and we might have a bit more chance to keep now the young players together we had before, and that's why it's good news for the club.
Further afield, a group of Zenit St. Petersburg supporters caused a stir after demanding the club only play white players and prohibit any black or gay ones from taking part. The open letter to the club sparked widespread criticism, with racism high on the agenda at the moment. Zenit will be Liverpool's opponent in the last 32 of the UEFA Europa League in February. Napoli became the latest club to be punished as part of the ongoing investigations into match fixing in Italy. They were handed a 2-point deduction after their former goalkeeper Matteo Gianello was banned for 39 months for an attempt to fix the Italian club's clash with Sampdoria in 2010. Paolo Cannavaro and Gianluca Grava were also handed 6-month bans for failing to report Gianello's wrongdoing. Former Chelsea star Raul Meireles was given an 11-game ban on Friday. Now with Fenerbahce in Turkey, he was found guilty of spitting at a referee during his side's derby with Galatasaray, an allegation he denies. German club Hoffenheim appointed Marco Kurz as their new head coach after the dismissal of Marcus Babbel. The 43-year-old will take up the position on the 1st of January, charged with guiding the club away from relegation. Former FIFA presidential candidate Mohammed bin Hammam was given a life ban by World Football's governing body. The 63-year-old former Asian soccer boss was embroiled in allegations of bribery in 2011 over his bid to oust Sepp Blatter. And finally, Manchester City's mercurial striker Mario Balotelli was given another chance to prove his worth by manager Roberto Mancini. Balotelli has failed to find form since Euro 2012. Last week, he dropped tribunal action against City after they gave him a 2-week fine for missing 11 games last season because of suspensions.
Sure, I am his manager, like like the other players. If he deserves to have other chance, I give him other chance. But now he need to deserve this. Yeah.